Are you sitting there pining for your ex? It's pushing them away. And you know it, but you can't help yourself. And I've been there, and it sucks. The only way they're ever going to get interested in you again is if you do the work to move on, and you can start that journey with the intention of doing it to get them back. And that's why I say trick your brain, because right now you don't want to move on. You're hanging by all the threads, even the pain and the delay of processing the breakup, the grief, because you just want to hold on to something because you know, oh my God, if I move on from this, I might lose them forever. At least I have something. But what do we know about being needy? It repulses what you want. And how do we stop being needy? We do the self-work to create a state of abundance. Now, tricking yourself, it's kind of a funny little phrase, but I literally told myself, I'm not ready to move on, but I have to create this persona of someone who is moving on, because that's the only thing that's going to reattract my ex. And I actually wound up reattracting my ex, but because I hadn't done the self-work to actually improve, heal, and raise my inner vibration and actually move on to where I could be in a place where I could interact with this person normally, I wasn't able to be receptive to that, and it fell apart. It's so important to do the work to actually move on. Now, what does that entail? The first thing you're going to want to do is start working on your value, your worth. Become a person of higher value. Now, the easiest way to access higher value is to exercise. I know that sounds stupid and kitschy, but like, go gets hot. When you start working out, you will feel better. You will be working on yourself. You will feel better. Endorphins literally, and this is something they've studied with science, the science increases your confidence and your self-image at the neurological chemical level. How crazy is that? You can literally go get a gym membership for $10, $20 a month, whatever. You want to go to a bougie gym? Do that. Go sauna it up. Some eucalyptus. That's me wrangling eucalyptus. I don't know how to eucalyptus, clearly. And go start feeling better, taking care of yourself. When you tell yourself that you are taking care of yourself, you are sending a message to your brain that says, I'm important. And you are important. Your journey is about you. Everyone in your life is on their own journey, and they're not all going to be in your life forever, even those you love. But you're going to be there for yourself forever. You are with yourself forever. If anyone's seen The Sandlot, forever. So that's step one. Get yourself in the gym. That's going to make you feel so much better, especially if you're a dude. Just get swole, brah. Step two is you got to stop thinking about this person, and you got to stop reaching out to them. You got to forget to remember to feel bad for longer stretches at a time. Now, what does that entail? The biggest thing that snapped me out of it was doing daily visualizations of my dream life. And I actually did the visualizations imagining the person I wanted back was with me when I woke up. Now, this did make me feel very good, but here's the thing. You can't control anyone. Now, the law of attraction does not supersede free will. So what you're better off doing is just imagining someone that makes you feel loved, someone that has attributes that you love when you're doing your visualization. What if you attract someone even better? Remember when you were dating your partner and there were moments where you were like, I don't like this thing about them. Or, I kind of wish they had this attribute. Like, what if you attract that person? What if you attract someone so much better just because you're crushing it so hard and your value's so high? How cool would that be? Then who do you think's going to come running back? Your ex, dude. Like, that's why it's so important to do this. You make yourself higher value. Your value can attract higher value people or someone of equal value to yourself. Or if your partner is a high value person, then now you match and supersede that value. Because sometimes we let ourselves go mentally and physically. And pain and suffering, while they suck, and I'll tell you right now, I hate suffering, I hate pain more than I love anything, which is probably messed up. But I'll do anything to feel better, to feel good when I'm suffering. But what I do like about it is it's an impetus for massive growth. You just hit a impetus for massive growth in your life. And now it is up to you to decide if you will raise your vibration, raise your value, and attract what you want. Because you can do that. You have all the tools. If you have an average intelligence, if you have an average intelligence and a body that is physically capable of moving and walking into a gym, getting in a car, you can go get in shape, which is going to make you feel better mentally. You can go meditate and imagine your dream life. You can distract yourself when you think these negative thoughts. You can have the willpower to not text the person and appear needy. Like, all those tools you have. And I know it sucks because you feel bad, but your brain just wants the juice, man. Your brain's going, I miss this person. This is something I'm used to. This is uncomfortable. How do I get this feeling back? And I literally would reach out to my ex when I had those feelings, especially if I was like really hungover, which I would encourage you to stay away from any sort of depressants during this process until you're starting to feel better. And you do what you want, but that definitely set me back multiple times. And then I'd reach out and, like clockwork, I would feel worse, but my brain would get that little dopamine tickle still. But then I'd push her further and further away. So then I got to a place where I thought I had it together and I started scheming. Okay, 7 texts. Sorry, that would be insane. But that was one point, right? Don't do that. 7 days. Cool. Now I can outreach. Hey, I saw a car like yours and I thought of you. Ha 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 ha. Hey, remember that one time? Ha ha ha. Good memories, right? And those are the strategies that the experts say work. And they did work. I'm telling you right now, they did work. But when you get put in the moment where you can't craft the perfect text, Google something before you reply, wait a certain amount of time, and you're in person with this person, when it all comes together, it gets a lot harder if you haven't done the inner work. So that's the secret sauce. The trick is to do the work to move on, because that can put you in a place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever, to actually get this person back. And what you're going to see happen is, once you raise your value and your vibration and you're feeling so good and you've moved on and you've processed the grief, and maybe you're not fully moved on because it's not linear. You know, like, I didn't grieve for a year and I thought I was fine. And then I remember the holidays came around and I got super lonely. And that's when I started to have to process it. Oh shit, I may have lost this person forever now. It turns out I hadn't, but because I waited so long to do the work and then just started scheming instead of doing the work, and then it wound up fizzling out, right? But who knows? Anything could happen, but like, I don't care. I've so far past it that I know there's something better, and there's something better for you. And if this was just a wake-up call and that is your perfect person, now you have the toolkit to get better. You have the impetus for growth. And that's all we can really be grateful for in these moments. Hey, this sucks, but I'm so happy I have an impetus to grow. I'm so happy I know what I need to do to get to the next level. And when you get to that next level, you may not even want that person anymore. You may have raised your value so high and they'll start chasing you, because that's what happened to me with one of the girls that I dated when I was in college. So I tried to break up with her a bunch of times and she would get super emotional and I would just feel really bad about it. It's a rookie mistake, right? Like, let's just be honest up front with people. And then she wind up going, okay, I know I need to move on because this dude's tried to break up with me a bunch of times. And like, dating another guy and then breaking up with me. And I was like crushed because rejection sucks, right? Even though I was trying to break up with her, like, oh, I wanted to do it. And I remember I was really sad for like a summer. And for whatever reason, I like went on vacation and we didn't have any cell service. And after like a couple days of me being like, oh God, no cell service, we're in the middle of nowhere, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I just like started to forget about her. Literally, like completely. Like it was like, it just like went away. Just busy, distracted. And then I remember I got home and later that day she called me and I was like, hey, why are you calling me? And she's like, I miss you. And then because I'd already moved on in my brain and then she was now chasing me, it was like poof. I completely was over it. And that was like a relationship that was like potentially 2 years. That was a very interesting non-linear kind of thing. But like, that's how your ex is feeling when you're chasing them. Ew. And what do you know when you something you want that you can have? Like if there's something you can have, it's like, like the mints at the front at the restaurant. You give a shit about those mints. Like you just walk past them. Yeah, maybe you take one after you're done. But if they were like, oh no, sorry, you can't have these mints, you'd be like, what's up with those mints? Huh. Your brain's just like, oh my God, I might lose something. Now it's important. Scarcity, right? So like, don't be in the scarcity mentality. That's like how your lizard brain works. And we are far evolved beyond that. So do the work, trick your brain, sum it up. Boom. All right. You're in this low vibration, needy frequency because you're hurting. That's okay because pain is your impetus to grow. First thing, take care of your physical body. Lowest barrier to entry. You can hop over that bar for $10, $20, whatever. Bam. Next phase, that's going to bleed into your mind feeling better. When your mind feels better, you feel better. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more zen, less reactive, less needy. You're going to do the meditation and you're going to distract yourself so you don't constantly think about this person and you can actually move on. Now, if you don't actually want to move on, you can still do the work to get to a place where you can get this person back. And you can have the person of your dreams. When you become a person of high value or higher value than you already are, you attract people that are at your frequency. And it feels good to attract people that are at your level when you know you've done the work to create a high value being. And remember, you're with yourself forever. You're the most important person. You're the star of your story, of your reality. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you need any help with anything, you can email me. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, be good.